We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Ready, 50, green.
Check, 59.
You better bring it. 43 rail, bring it. I'm letting you know.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good job.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
38. Ready.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Double dog, that's the way. Mike 51, Mike 51.
On first down, here's Breida. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory.
Let's go.
It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On second down, Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Mike 54.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Tua gonna throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock
for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want
that first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
They didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 8.
All day, baby, all day.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Chubb on the counter. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Set, 180. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go.
Alert 3.
Hey, easy. Cluster.
48's Mike.
Here's Rivers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man. Complete. 30. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 91 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
Keep playing hard.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On second down, here's the option. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
We own you now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike, check.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill.
From the gun, it's Tua. This is caught. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Let's go.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Yeah! Cluster.
On play action, Rivers. trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Hey, alert 40.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 48.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike, 48.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Come on, guys.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mike, 59. What's up? We got man.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. That's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. To throw, Rivers. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
We're okay. We're okay.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt, and he gets it down to the 32. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, and he's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
1st down, Rivers. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Switch out.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna make the
On the carry is Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55
Hey.
Yeah, that's what I do.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now a timeout coming here defensively.
Easy work.
As on
It's easy
fourth
work,
down,
and
may
it's
as
coming
well
again.
make him punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? A pretty large mental mistake right there to give him the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that fourth down, any type of penalty would give them a first down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You've got to be careful.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. There's one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You're trash. 48. 48's the mic.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
They go play action. Rivers. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best design plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
To throw again. Rivers. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
Let's go.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
55's Mike, guys. 55.
On first down, they'll run to Chubb. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
From the gun, Rivers gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Block 15.
Like the 48 right now. Let's go. 48's mine.
Operating from the gun. Rivers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
Yeah, and it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And his kick is right through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
We got this.
To let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Give me that ball.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Back to the ground this time, it's
36.
Jones. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Rivers. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check, 48's to Mike. Check, 48's to Mike.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down. Oh, yeah, you're still teaching me on these RPOs. Was that an RPO or was that a design quarterback run the whole way?
I think it was an RPO, and a lot of times we have to distinguish RPO, zone read, all those things that come with it. But to me, this was a play call from the coach that said, here it is, now make the right decision. And that's exactly what he did.
Indeed he did, and able to convert on third down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, Delta.
You're not ready.
They run. Chubb. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
I'm coming.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Dancing to his... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Phillip Rivers taking it in. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more. They begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, baby.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Rip right. Watch twist. Watch twist.
38.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They don't want it, fellas.
Yeah, it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it. Go!
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 26, check 26. Shot, 17.
On 1st down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Don't get nervous.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point try good by Gano, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Tua sets up to pass it, eluding the pressure right. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Day, baby.
Blaster.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up with first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
59, 59. I don't think you got it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
48's the Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers. He's got Cooper on the short connection. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mike, 48. Mike, 48. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They run it again with Chubb, and he's got room.
Ooh, Lord have
mercy. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Even. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
They run again with Hunt. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
55's Mike, guys.
Wait! Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. All day, punt.
Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.